Today I'm going to review The Lighthouse, directed by Robert Eggers and starring Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. Kevin is out of country for this one, so I'm gonna have to do this all by my lonesome self. So The Lighthouse is set during the late 1800s and is the story about two lighthouse keepers who work together to work at this lighthouse that is really isolated from everything. It's kind of situated on a rock in the middle of the ocean. So these two must learn how to navigate working together during these isolated conditions. Easily, The Lighthouse is probably one of my favorite movies of the year. I've known this movie since it was shown on Cannes Film Fest, and it's probably, besides Star Wars and Avengers Endgame, my most anticipated movie of the year. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this movie. Holy smokes. First, I want to talk about Robert Pattinson. It's funny that I have to review back-to-back Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, which are both great on their respective new movies coming off those terrible Twilight films. So, regarding Robert Pattinson, if you've seen his movies like The Rover and Good Time, you're gonna have to know that he reinvented himself. He is now a really great actor. He's probably one of my favorite actors working today, and I'm really glad that he got cast as Batman. And easily, The Lighthouse is his best performance to date. What was required of his performance here, because he has to lose his freaking mind so that this movie could work, and he did it in spades. Willem Dafoe, as we all know, he is a great actor, and this is one of his best performances. Willem Dafoe speaks like Old English pirate, and he does it to great effect. Now let's talk about the filmmaking of this movie. Holy crap, this movie, it's all in black and white. You feel that the setting of this movie is in a time period that's really far removed from ours. This movie is supposedly a horror movie. Robert Eggers, who directed The Witch, an amazing horror movie, leaps back into horror to direct this one. And while it is not particularly scary, there's a sense of dread all throughout this movie. But this movie really works more on me on a dramatic level because there's so much happening between the dynamics of these two characters. There's so much tension in the air, and their interactions, they love each other in one scene and then hate each other on the next. There's so much going on. I also want to give props to Robert Eggers because this movie is so competently shot. The shots made in this movie is really satisfying for a cinephile like me. So Robert Eggers, really, you're one of my favorite directors working today. I'm excited for your next horror film. With regards to what this movie is about, I don't really want to spoil much. My interpretation of this movie is it's really about power and the pursuit of power, jealousy, all those stuffs. I don't want to get too much into details of what happens here because the things that happened in this film really blew my mind as it happens. But in terms of accessibility, I see that some casual moviegoers will find this movie hard to comprehend, and I understand that. But if you're a hardcore cinephile, this is an essential movie to watch because you're gonna pick up so much from this film. I can't stop thinking about it for a few days because I want to know what it meant, because after the credits rolled, I was like, holy shit, what did I just watch? And I'm really glad that I brought someone to watch with me during this movie, so I had that discussion afterwards, which was really healthy for me because if I didn't have someone to talk to after this movie, I would just lose it because this movie has so much to say. I still have to say that Parasite is still my favorite movie of the year because that had so much more to say than this movie, and that had a much more effect on me. In terms of filmmaking, the cinematography, the acting, The Lighthouse is virtually flawless in all that regards. So I am still gonna give this movie 5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so I saw this movie in a limited screening as part of Cinema One Originals, and I just have to say I really wish that movies like this get a wide release in the Philippines more. So us cinephiles, we have to step up our game. We have to make movies like this earn here in our country so that we can get this on a commercial release, because I had to see this on a very limited release. So it's kind of hard to get a screening for this movie, but ultimately I did. I watched this on the Power Plant Mall. I hope you were there. Do you care that I'm there? Probably not. So that's it for my review of The Lighthouse. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also click that notification bell to be up to date with our latest videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.